Welcome to Peopleistic's executive tutorial on leadership. I'm going to be going over a few of the key concepts that our organization installs into the awareness and the functionality of leadership within organizations. The very first thing I'd like to speak about is a thing called the law of the lid. And the law of the lid simply states that your level of success will only be achieved to the level of your leadership development. In a recent study that was done, the fundamental worth of an organization during acquisition, 60% of the worth of that organization is based upon its leadership. Peter Drucker, one of the world's most influential business gurus, gave a brief description of some of the qualities of leadership that must be in place to have leadership develop to be its full expression within your organization. Number one, be consistent. Number two, be self-aware. Number three, live with integrity. And number four, continue to learn. As we go through a series of executive tutorials on leadership, I will be addressing each one of those aspects of Peter Drucker's definition of leadership. Now, here are some of the steps to leadership development that we all require to take on board and to practice. The first one is challenge assumed constraints. Learn to think outside of the box of our own experience. Learn how to begin to see things differently from multiple perceptual positions, which I will speak on again a little later in another executive tutorial. The next one I'd like to say as far as steps to developing leadership is increase your people intelligence. Very little of the communication that actually happens amongst colleagues is actually through words. Most of it, and the meaning of it, is through body language and tonality of voice. It's often said that the most valuable thing you can ever receive in communication from anyone is what their body does, not necessarily what their word choices are. And the last one, collaborate for success. Learn how to harvest the talents of the individuals on your teams. Every single person has a very specific talent. And we'll be speaking about the extended disc at one of the points within the tutorials. But the extended disc analyzes where our natural flows are, where our natural talents are. We have the D that drives, we have the I that networks and is more of a people person, S that brings order to chaos and is about stability, and a C which is about compliance and detail. So when we look at all the different aspects of how people are hardwired, if we can learn how to incorporate those particular individual talents and learn how to collaborate for success, then we have a winning team where everybody can be in their flow and people can contribute their talents. So this is the very first step that we're taking in introducing some of the concepts on leadership. At Peopleistic, our organization is a worldwide organization with offices in London, England, Perth, Australia, and Dallas, Texas, here in the United States. Our objective is to take a much deeper dive into leadership development, and not just the upper echelons of an organization, but lateral leadership throughout the organization to teach, first of all, the development of self-leadership, which is the foundation which all leadership is developed upon. We'll speak more about that in just a moment.